What do you wear for interviews and conferences? So we're going to talk about this today. I'm Kate. I'm the founder of Educated STEM, and I'm joined by Dr. Shayla Vradenburgh, who is the CEO of Revolting Science Resources. And we are going to talk about those key things, what to wear in interviews and conferences.
So yeah, thinking about where you typically wear business professional or business casual outfits, do you have advice or recommendations on things you should wear for specific events like interviews or conferences?
So I think it depends where you're interviewing for, and it definitely depends on the tone of the conference, which probably doesn't help. But I like to be slightly overdressed rather than underdressed. So when in doubt, I go a little higher than I think I might need to be. So when I go to conferences, I'm always in business casual. A lot of my outfits are bought for comfort in mind, which I think is something that people don't necessarily consider. I literally have a matching suit, which is made out of like yoga material, and I can put it on. I could literally do a downward dog and I would be completely comfortable, but it still looks sort of formal. And it's just think about what you are in, because you don't want to be pulling at your outfit. You don't want to be in an interview trying to unbutton your pants because you're like, oh, this is digging in or it's uncomfortable. Once you go in, everything needs to remain on and done up, right? You can't suddenly unzip. So choose something that fits and you're going to be comfortable in, and maybe that makes you feel good. And if I'm going to a conference, I'd obviously choose things ahead of time. But back in the day when I was an associate dean, I would choose outfits depending on the day I was expecting. And I would choose colors depending on what I was expecting. So if you ever see me in red, I'm usually expecting something cantankerous or unpleasant to happen. And I've put on kind of a power color, which I think is a surprise to many. If I'm in lilac or pale pink or something, I'm expecting the day to go splendidly.
You're going to need to send me your color code so I know what mood you're in, what you're feeling for the day.
But that only works if you work with me, right? If it's at a conference, I've chosen it before I've come.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And I don't think I've worn red at a conference.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's a positive thing.
So always think about who you're meeting. I tend to, if I'm interviewing, even though I love color, I tend to tone it down. So that is when you will see me in like a navy blue with like a light blue accent, or black and white, black and gray. I tend to be more conservative when it comes to things like that. I mean, if you know me, you can go and check out any of my YouTube videos. You will see that I am normally in something incredibly bright. And that's just the way that I prefer it. But yeah, for interviews, you're probably going to be in business professional. So if you only buy one matching suit, it's something that you ought to do, because just having one means that you're always prepared. You can always go to that interview or that formal dinner or whatever it is and look put together and smart. Business casual is what I tend to be in. If you see me anywhere, you will probably see me in business casual. And I'm comfortable in that. Like, I've been told to come to meetings. I've been playing a decent amount of Mahjong recently with some older ladies, and they always tell me to come along comfortably. And so the first time I went in a dress with a jacket over the top because I just didn't know. And they were all in business professional and business casual. There was no one who dressed down. So I don't know why I got told to come comfortably, unless they just assumed I would dress up anyway. And so whenever I go, I always put on business casual. And I've always kind of matched what they've all been wearing. But yeah, when in doubt, dress up a little more. I also think maybe it depends on what level you are, because if you're a graduate student, maybe you can wear the jeans and the jacket and get away with it because you're a little less senior. And maybe, you know, once you become a really high person, you'll be like, I'm just going to put on a pair of jeans to make everyone else comfortable. You know, it's completely up to you, but just remember what you look like. A lot of people will make that first impression. And if for whatever reason they take offense about what you're wearing, then it's kind of hard to come back from that. I mean, you can, but it's much easier to make a better first impression because you look polished and put together.
Yeah. And I think it makes a lot of sense that, yeah, your first impressions really matter and you want to put your best foot forward.
So thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Shayla. And I look forward to talking to you next time about what is a professional hairstyle and whether you should wear makeup professionally. That's our next topic. So thank you. And please like and subscribe to the channel and also Shayla's at Revolting Science Resources. And I'll see you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.